hey, for once the throw pillow kind of works out. What do you say?
There.
Here, Merry Christmas. How about that? What do you think? Good idea?
No.
Is that kind of dweebish?
Yes.
We don't get to say Merry Christmas?
No.
Well, we're kind of like in January, but I guess we, a
We're
belated,
supposed to be recording, not talking about a damn pillow.
a belated Merry Christmas. That means it's late. All right, enough with the Christmas stuff. Okay, so we wanted to have a chit-chat about if you just found out and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do medicine-wise, vitamins-wise, and millions of things out there that you can get poisoning if you try and take everything and too much. There's all kinds of stuff out there. So we just thought we'd go through what we're kind of using and been using and actually had, okay success. Nothing's like miraculous here, but I think some of it did make a difference. But basically, the deal with Austin is he can't take the real medicine, has a bad reaction to it. Don't want to go down that road, but emotionally he goes all over the place, up, down, didn't really even help that much in school anyways, and had problems with socializing and friends and outbursts and anger management and all kinds of not fun stuff, right? Right. Okay, enough said about that. So that's not an option for us. So tried the vitamin route, and some of the stuff helps a little bit, but we're just going to kind of go through these things and kind of, figure out what it is here. These two, NeuroPeak and HCF, grabbed these off of Amazon. Never really even used them. This one's still sealed. I was looking down the back of the ingredients. There's really nothing in these that is really that you can't pick up somewhere else. So I tried them myself to see if they were safe. I didn't feel any negative effects, but we just didn't give it to him because there were, a lot of it was redundant with what we already had going on here. So plus, found out that Amazon's supposedly not the greatest place to be buying vitamins because you get counterfeits and problems, and just decided to not do these. I'm probably gonna have to wind up just throwing these and a bunch of other things in the trash can and flush about $200 down the tubes here because I just don't trust them anymore. Most of these got bought from Costco or someplace very reputable anyways, not just a weird third party floating around website, kind of brick and mortar type places. And by the way, make sure you talk to a doctor or something before you go through any of these. Unless you want to just try some basic vitamins, but you kind of want to consult the doctor before you go crazy on these. We're not doctors, I'm just telling you what we found that works. So basically, getting the ball rolling on this side to that side. Magnesium, something you want to look up, do research, really helps kids with ADHD. It's one of those things that they almost all tend to be deficient in, so somewhere in here there's more pills. So you can do the pill route or the drops route. These are just easier, because we can put them in a shake or lunch or something, and he has a hard time swallowing pills, and they always wind up being big old horse pills. But if you do go magnesium citrate for pills, works better. But the drops work for us, because we could just throw them in with a shake or something like that. Half a dropper, maybe one full dropper, that's about all it takes. Concentrate drops. These are the mineral drops with all the trace minerals that you just don't get anymore when you're eating. It's supposed to be like a healthy dietary thing, 20 drops in a glass of water a day, and that's it. And this is one of those things I don't know if it really does anything or not, but it's kind of just sort of makes sense that you can kind of try taking a whole bunch of little micronutrients. There's like a list of like 80 things on the back of here, all the way down to stuff you've just never even heard of. And strangely, people say that it helps with back and neck and joint problems and stuff like that. And I did have kind of a sore back, and this sort of helped. I don't know if it's placebo or not or whatever, but we've been taking it for about 3 or 4 months, and there might be something to that. First real vitamin is Smartypants, and these are pretty good because they have the omega-3s. Omega-3s, 6s are good for concentration and stuff like that, memory, focus. These are made out of small fish, so they don't have that mercury poisoning issue that a lot of regular stuff has. And I'll let you handle taste-wise. What do you rate these guys?
Oh, they're good.
They're almost like eating candy. They got to have a lot of sugar on them or something here. So sugar's 5 grams, but that's four gummies with 5 grams of sugar. That's a pretty good amount of sugar. And these guys we tried, but these are just basically, just a good basic starting point. This is something that just everybody should probably be having. This is 5-HTP. It's a mood enhancer if you have a kid with outburst and anger issues and they're kind of going up and down and up and down. This kind of helps regulate some of that. My friend has a similar situation with his child, and he says it makes a tremendous difference. We've tried it. I wouldn't rate it like that. It's kind of like maybe it helps a little bit, but nothing miraculous one way or the other. He had a huge night and day difference, so some kids it works on, some it doesn't. Might want to give that one a try. Costco again. And lithium orate. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot your important component. How do you rate these on the taste and effectiveness scale?
Effectiveness about.
Sit up, please.
Oh, God. Bully.
Just try and sit up.
So, basically, effectiveness probably about 4 out of 10. And taste-wise, 1 out of 10.
Okay. You feel like they maybe calm you down a little bit?
A little bit.
The trick with all this stuff is to stay regular and stay on it. If you kind of just mess up and you get busy and it's like the holidays and you take 5 or 6 days off, you know, it's kind of a good thing to clear out the body every once in a while. So, you know, we kind of get off of a lot of stuff every once in a while, like summertime, and just let a kid be a kid. Lithium is one of those things that if you have a really good doctor or phlebotomist, try and blood test for that. I bought these to give to him because that's magnesium and lithium are one of those things that a lot of people are convinced that those play a part in what's going on here. And his blood test didn't come back one way or the other on lithium. They didn't test it. So I have to push to try and get another one done. Insurance doesn't want to cover it, that kind of thing. I'm sure everybody's been down that road, so you're going to have to pay cash or something to try and figure out this and a few other ones. So if anybody knows a really good phlebotomist, you know, Central California area that is familiar with this stuff, by all means, you know, leave it in the comments or give me an email or something, because we're hunting for one and everybody in our area sucks. Anyways, moving on. Sleep Well, also from Costco. These are made from VitaFusion, and these are awesome for sleeping pills. They just relax you, just calm you right down, and poof, it's not like taking a drug where it knocks you out cold. It just winds you down, and it's like, oh, you just want to go to bed. And they're made out of melatonin, passion flower, chamomile flower, and lemon balm leaf. And we gotta actually reorder some. We're almost out of these. But they just do a pretty good job of calming you down. What do you think about these taste-wise and effective-wise?
They're good. About effective-wise, I'll go first. Probably an 8 out of 10 effective-wise.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You like them too. Okay.
And just taste-wise, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, no, they actually kind of have I don't know what it is. They don't have a lot of sugar or whatever. They're just kind of neutral tasting. They don't really have anything offensive or good one way or the other, but so these are good. We're going to reorder those. And Krill Oil, I take these myself. This is an adult thing from Costco, of course, too. But this also has omega-3s in it and a lot of the things that you're hunting for in this one. So you kind of have to do one or the other or balance it out yourself. But these are nice because krill doesn't come from fish. They're like a little crustacean, barnacle kind of a thing. And it's a purer form of omega. And you definitely don't get any of the mercury issues with these. So maybe when it gets older, we'll kind of get away from these and just start them and then take these as a grown-up. Those are good. And Little Critters Gummy Bites. He's been on these forever. And these are basically just a nice all-around multivitamin. I'm not going to bother trying to show you guys a label. You can do that yourselves. But if you just only do 2 things, probably put these 2 together and you got a pretty good deal going right there. What do you think about these taste-wise?
They're okay. They're not the best taste-wise. They're probably 4 out of 10. Not the best.
Yeah. These are kind of like a flavorless gummy bear that's kind of hard to chew.
Mm-hmm.
These are sugar-coated and softer. These are non-sugar-coated and kind of hard and chewy. You have to work on them a little bit to get these down, but they're okay. And then over here, we have Focus Factor for kids. And these are, I think we're actually probably going to get rid of these. I don't really see anything in here that we're not getting out of the gummies, or maybe replace one of the gummies either. So we kind of go through and look at the ingredients on the back and kind of look at the dosages and make sure we're not exceeding anything on on the blended vitamins, which gets a little tricky. And this one's made out of a lot of things from soy, which are kind of, but once this bottle's used up, we'll probably get rid of this one. And actually, I guess that's it. We already cleared these guys out. These were Amazon shops. So, okay, anything that you can add that you think was good or not good, or protein shakes, or anything that you've done before?
I don't like protein shakes. No, please don't. No.
Well, with Austin, he has a hard time eating. He never wants to eat enough. But now he's starting to be a munching machine. But on his blood test, he's low in protein, so that's why the magnesium drops work well for us. No. 2 years ago. Yeah. That's like 6 months ago.
No, what are you talking about? That was like the beginning
it was in
of
summertime.
grade.
Well, that was a different test. But anyways, before we argue about this, that's what we use. That's what kind of works. And I think some of these have helped. Concentration-wise, we've done a lot better than we were at like 1st and 2nd grade. Because he's been fighting with this from 1st grade all the way up to basically the middle of junior high right now. So it's always been a constant thing. So nothing you want to add in here, right?
No.
We're pretty much good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyways, talk to your doctors. Run this all past them. Don't take anything we said as gospel. But these are the things that we found that help just a little extra bit, as we can't use the medication.